Hey everybody, it's Master Gallengeist here, bringing you my review for Doctor Strange issue 384, and this is another great one. I mean, a lot of stuff happens in this issue, and it's just all really cool. I highly recommend getting into this if you're into Doctor Strange or into Asgard and into both of them, because this has a lot of cool stuff going into it. So, last time we'd seen that Doctor Strange had power bequeathed on him from Yggdrasil, the World Tree. So we get to him, and he's pretty much calling Loki out. And Loki's like, not this crap again. Zelma's not home. Is there something I can help you with? No! And then he brings down the Sanctum. And Loki's like, what? What did you do? And then he pretty much takes this walking stick that he had, very similar to Thor, smashes it down, and transforms into his new kind of Asgardian demigod of magic self, and telling him to get the hell out of his house. And it's just so freaking awesome. It then starts them pretty much doing their fight, Loki transporting them into this dimension, blood demon dimension, and he's like, really, Loki? Demons? And he transmutes the whole dimension into this fluffy, bunny, cutesy place, almost out of a puked-up Disney version. And Loki's flabbergasted. He's like, you just transmuted an entire dimension. Let us not try and make let's not make this small. That's a big fucking deal. And Loki's just like, how did you do it? How are you paying the price? And then we get into how Wong and the Sentry are playing into it. And how he was wrong at being so hard on Wong when he had learned about other people taking on the price of what he was doing. And I like that about Strange. He's recognizing mistakes that he has made. Now, granted, he's recognizing that he is still making mistakes, especially in the beginning, saying, I'm going to pay for the stuff that I've done. Not today. And seeing that his only problem with the way that Wong was doing it was that they were using mortal people. And instead they have put it upon the Sentry. And Wong's like going, well, I'd explain all the crap that you're going to go through. And he's like, that's alright. I'm going to take a nap. And I was like, wow, okay. And that is a very effective method to contain that. Since the Sentry had the Void to essentially balance it out, this kind of helps him kind of still fulfill that kind of role. And that's very smart of Strange. I'm not saying that Strange isn't smart, but once you start digging into how he's trying to take on Loki, it's a very good plan. Now, granted, Loki doesn't completely deserve the animosity. Some of it is a little bit jealousy, but there's some other things going on. Maybe the council chose Loki to push Strange so that way he would be able to strengthen himself. And Loki is trying to do good. And, of course, they're pretty much getting out of their dimensions, almost trying to get in contact with Loki. But Strange is telling him not to pretend to be his brother and stop trying to hurt people. He's like, who am I trying to hurt? And, of course, Zelma cancels out their powers, and she's like, alright, 3 minutes. Now you're equals. And then Strange is trying to bring up a very important point. He's like, Zelma, we're not. And then he essentially gets punched, very similar to the Hulk punching Thor. And he's like, God dang it. And of course, he had gotten punched into the Sanctum. And of course, Loki, in characteristic Loki fashion, saying, that is like the last drip of my patience and mercy. Now open this door. It's like, this door? And he goes, just remember, Loki, this is what you asked for. And then he opens the door. And he's saying about how he will pay for all the dark things that he has locked away. And you don't really think about it that much, but Doctor Strange, in his whole career, has had to deal with a lot of dark and evil things, and he usually has to lock them away or do very interesting methods to make sure that they are never used in the wrong way. Kind of like what he did with his spell and bonding it to Zelma and those he loves. It doesn't seem like the best option, but it's like, if it's hidden in plain sight, you don't exactly look for it. So, Strange opens the door, and, of course, Loki's like, what have I done? And Loki gets punched out, and Zelma's like, what's going on? He's like, Zelma, we have to run. And then we find out that it's the Void, and Strange is now bonded with it, and it seems that the Void has taken over as the dominant personality. And I love the art in this book, but the way that we see this Doctor Strange / Void entity is really well done. It is freaky and creepy, but still really cool. He's like, excuse me, but didn't I kill you, little god? And it's just, oh shit. I mean, Magic of Strange against Loki would have been a cool and even fight. We got that. Now it's like, how are we going to deal with this? Because this is going to be a problem. I don't know if Strange can effectively handle the Void, because this, hopefully he's got a plan for this, because Loki got killed by the Void. He is not going to be, he's going to try and run away. And I wouldn't blame him for that. This is an entity of magnitude that is, you really need to understand how you're going to tackle. So, that was a big can that I'm really intrigued to see how they're going to deal with this, what Strange is going to be able to do to put the Void back in and just contain it, and how this will end between him and Loki, because I know they have butting heads and everything, but they could accomplish so much if once they get through this, they're able to come together and be like, alright, there's some problems that need to be fixed, and we need to make sure that Midgard, the Earth, is safe from all these terrible magical forces. So I hope we can get to that point, but I don't mind if we still kind of have like that kind of just rivalry, because it's really good rivalry and how well written it is. So those are my opinions on the issue. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. If you liked it, if you didn't like it, if you agree with me, if you disagree with me. Also like and subscribe, and I hope you have a good day.